everybody. It is Sunday, December 14th, 2025. We have another day here in the city as we are in Moynihan Hall here. The new terminal for Amtrak and Long Island Railroad off of 8th Avenue. Today, I'm going to be seeing the Holiday Arnines train. This is something that I have seen every year basically since probably 2009. A few years I have not seen it. So this weekend, another wonderful time. Obviously I was already in the city on Friday, basically almost in the same area. Pretty much I am in the same area, except this time I'm inside. So we're going to be making the track over to 6th Avenue, 34th Street, Herald Square, and we're going to be waiting for the 11 o'clock from 96th Street down to 2nd Avenue. For those of you here in the Northeast, especially the New York tri-state area, please stay safe. I will be making the walk as the conditions are a bit slippery outside and it will get even colder than it is. Have a great day, everybody. Here's a legend. And we have the controls on the south end. anytime your train's running via the 6th Avenue line to Roosevelt Avenue and West 4th, where E-Trains will rejoin the 8th Avenue line just south of here. After this, we'll have Broadway Lafayette, and then we'll be terminating at the south end at 2nd Avenue for the 12 o'clock run.
Next stop, Broadway, Lafayette Enrique, what's the next stop? Broadway, Lafayette Street, Broadway, Lafayette.
This equipment here is maintained at 207th Street Yard. Some equipment's maintained in Coney Island as well for the museum fleet. It's all one of the reasons why I don't like coming up here is because of the crazy cost. Track going off is the connection between the 8th Avenue line. This train will continue. This will make the curve on Houston Street. Broadway Lafayette will be next, followed by 2nd Avenue. Between Broadway Lafayette and 2nd Avenue, M trains diverge off onto a connecting track. It was built in the 1960s when the Christie Street connection took place. So yeah, so the 6th Avenue line also goes off to the Manhattan Bridge. M trains go to Metropolitan Avenue in the Broadway-Nassau line. Joins the Broadway-Nassau line at Essex and Delancey. Into the Uptown Express track. Those are actually two stub-in tracks at 2nd Avenue. Too many bucks on this train. We got the dedicated museum crew that also works regular transit. And there's some volunteers from the Transit Museum that are actually staffing the train. Quite a few we'll see later. here, this is where the M trains go off to the Broadway-Nassau line on its own dedicated track. Also switching over to the stop-in tracks at 2nd Avenue right here. The outer tracks continue to Brooklyn. Yeah, we're coming up to 2nd Avenue. A little stinking here. Jimmy is rolling 14L.
We're not in the IRT arrival train.
And the main station people will be getting off this train right here. 2nd Avenue. Last stop. And here it is. Very packed. Very packed train.